Okay, hello everyone. This is Sharonda, and this is my YouTube channel and podcast, all in one spiritual sense. Today is Sunday, and as I mentioned on Sundays, I do what I refer to as enlightenment and revelation readings, light and dark. All right, I'd like to start off by saying that this YouTube channel and podcast is for entertainment, informational, and sometimes educational purposes. It just depends on which podcast episode you may listen to. All right. So I consider myself to be a gypsy, nomad, psychic light, intuitive, magic mind medium, um, spiritualist, self proclaimed parapsychologist. This is not a biblical nor religious podcast, although when I do my spiritual subjects, I bring up the biblical text, but I can't argue the Bible with anybody. It's just my spiritual sense regarding those topics. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to go into prayer, and then I'm going to proceed with my reading. All right, Father, Supreme Being of all being, thank you for waking me, family, and friends alike up this morning to see another day. Continue to bless us and shield us from any injury, harm, or danger, and the weapon formed against us shall prosper. As it is said, it is so. I declare and I decree. So I ask for infinite wisdom, knowledge, capability, and understanding as I do this reading. So I don't know who the reading is on, but I do feel as though it is a relevant reading. All right. So I'm going to work with my Mrs. Cleo's Power Tarot deck cards is what I'm going to do. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to spread out the cards. I'm going to do I think I'm going to do a six card today. It's been a while since I did a six card, so I'll do a six card today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So again, I wanted to stress that this podcast and YouTube channel is optional. It's for entertainment purposes. All right, so let's proceed. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and this is card 1 for those who may be tuning in. Lovers card. So what is the significance of the Lovers card? Well, so it means partnership, deep love of choice, the strength of two together. So I think this relationship is in regards to you and your relationship with whomever you are in a relationship with. It may not necessarily be a romantic relationship. It could be a partnership, a business prospect, or business partner, or whatever the case may be. I have the Four of Cups as the barrier obstacle. Four of Cups. Let's go down to the Four of Cups. So it mentions that in relation to apathy, feeling unfulfilled, surprise gifts, and I'm working with my cheat sheet today. I decided to go ahead and do work with my cheat sheet today. All right, apathy. So this is the obstacle, apathy. Right? Surprise gifts. Above the issue, what's above, I have the emperor, which is respect, leadership, strategic planning, a father figure. So, oftentimes when I get the employer card, I'm sorry, emperor card, it's in relation to employment, like some type of, how can I put it, authority, leadership, or whatever the case may be. Now, this is how I do my card readings. Now, how you do yours is how you do yours, okay? Um, but I'm going to read what's on the cheat sheet. Respect, leadership, strategic planning, and father figure. I believe that this reading is in regards to someone who had some issues in regards to your profession. And I want to say you were set up. You possibly were set up by someone that was in your profession. This is what I have here as the reason. Two of Swords. Let's go to the two and let's go to Swords. It says time to compromise or make a decision. So I think you see how this person is shielded over, crossed over, or what have you. Based on the cheat sheet, it looks as though you might have been someone that was very indecisive, or perhaps they considered you to be incompetent, right? And I feel as though, as a result of that, they banned against you, is what it lets me know. Now, to the left, I have 10 of Cups. Relates to family contentment, total love, and support. So I feel as though, as we see here, that's in the past. So you perhaps didn't have that support, or you probably was one of those rebel without a cause, or your family or whomever may have felt as though that whatever bad omens or bad karma that you was bringing in, it was coming towards them. That's possibly how they felt. Now, am I going to say I felt as though your family set you up? No, I don't feel that way. I believe it's coming from the profession, is what I believe. All right. Now I have Six of Swords to the right. So it mentions a necessary transition, relocating, and moving. So I'm going to say that because of this, a red flag has went off. You need to move. Whomever this reading is for, you need to move. You need to move from your situation, go to another space. Things right now I feel are not favorable for you. Whoever this reading is for. And you will find that this is a commonality, a common theme when you're not in agreement with um, what has been deemed appropriate, right? Let's look and see what love is going about. It could have very well be because I have the lovers card here that you possibly was in a relationship with someone who was in the same profession as you, which is, as the saying goes, don't get your money and honey in the same place so you can't mix business and pleasure together. Yes. All right, so I'm going to pull out my love cards. We have one, we have two, and let's proceed with three. Yeah, that's, you hear a lot of those, what they refer to them, old wives' tale. That's God by the way, because through the cycle of life, you'll begin to see that some things is a common thing in life. It is. I have mirror here. It says mirroring each other's self-image relationships, reflecting. So this mirror here again, that lets me know that I honestly feel as though what happened to you happened to the person that you are in a relationship, but they never let you know because of shame or embarrassment or just repress that. I honestly feel that way. I like you here. So I honestly feel as though I don't feel as though it's necessarily love. I mean, if you want to put more into this situation, you could, but I don't feel as though it's truly love. So when you are in a situation where it's not really love, would you invest a lot of time and energy with it? I don't know, but I do know this. Based on the cards, it looks like you need to relocate based on the cheat sheet. We have boat here, boat. Says receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. So you're going to need to move on ultimately. Move on, move away from this situation. And let's get a little bit of past life. What does the cards mention in terms of past life? Well, we want to find out. Let's spread the cards. And I have one, I have two, and I have three. Angels, angels. So there's angels in the midst of it. So they're going to let you know that, um, and father. I think the father figure in this situation is going to be that confession. Is going to let you know. It's also going to be a representation of God because we all know God as Father or a uh, you know masculine energy space, unrequited love. So as I just mentioned, I don't feel as though this love between you and this person is warranted. I don't feel as if reciprocated. Like you know how you could be in a situation where it is a strong more or less like an infatuation, but it's not necessarily love. So, do you want to invest a lot into that? I do believe there's a message in the angel cards, and I will proceed to pull those in just a moment. All right, so let's get your thoughts, faith, and belief. Thoughts, faith, and belief. I'm not going to do because I'm trying to not make my readings so long. We're not going to do soul's truth because that wouldn't be appropriate. But I'm going to pull out just two of the thoughts, faith, and belief cards. Just two. All right, so, okay, that one was in the opposite. So, five usually relates to stress, but we're going to read this based on the cheat sheet. Let's go to the cheat sheet. Five of Pentacles. Ill health, poverty, worry, isolation, financial loss. I feel like, you know, I cannot give no suggestions in terms of how you handle your relationship, how you handle your um, finances, nor how you handle your career. But based on the cards, you want to make sure that um, you don't jump into something that will cause you a whole lot of dismay in the long haul. Based on what I read here from the cards, something shows me that burden was in your past, is what it lets me know, some type of burden or what have you. I have Six of Swords here. Six of Swords, a necessary transition, again, relocating and moving. So, based on these cards, you're going to need to move. I think this is your sign that you need to move, and don't invest in something that presents itself. It's like I have this card here, the Six of Swords. Here, it comes up twice, right? That's your confirmation right there. What more do you need to show you? Red flags. So don't put your heart into something that doesn't have any substance or relevance to you. Now, I think this is source wanting you to know that this is not my personal feelings because, you know, I'm just laying the cards. Um, so let's go ahead. Let's see what family history wants to be known. Let's go ahead. We're going to pull out the Egyptian tarot. I do believe that source is wanting to let you know something regarding your family history. So we're going to pull. Let's go with this one. And I promise you, I don't have the cards tagged, even though they might have blotches on them. I'm not keeping up with what these cards got. All right, so we have this card here. This is the main card. That's even on my Egyptian tarot guide, and it is the Queen of Wands. So let's read and see what the Queen of Wands. Well, it's not. Is it on here? Okay, so it says a feisty person, confidence, self assurance. Now let's go down here and we're going to read what this relates to the Queen of Wands. Let's go down a little further. The Queen of Wands. Let's see. Let's go down a little further here. Lord, let's see. All right. So we are at the Queen of Wands. So it says the Lady of the Sciences, a noble woman decorated with the royal symbols, raises her hand in greeting. The positive mentions intense friendship with a mature woman or one's mother. Faithfulness, honesty, and cordiality. So I think this representation of the Queen of Wands is you, whoever this reading is for. So it just lets me know that it's for a woman. And it could very well be a situation where, you have conversed some things with your mother and it's coming to the forefront. Like this is your confirmation that you agree with what she agrees with, if that makes sense to you. This is the negative energy that will come towards you to keep you from moving and going forth on your journey. Opposition, jealousy, loss of a friendship, unhappy marriage, frustrating union. Now, jealousy is a very strong word to use, and I don't like to throw that word around oftentimes because when people hear that word, it brings out an emotion, right? Particularly when they have already formulated a preconceived thought process about you. Jealousy, when I relate to jealousy, is in reference to death, right? That's how I equate jealousy, the fit to the survival. That's how I equate jealousy. I'm not concerned about what you drive and where you stay at and how you built and what you got on. You're gonna find that if you don't feel as though this situation is right, you need to distance yourself from that situation. And we're gonna get to the nitty gritty of that in just a moment. But prior to me doing the healing oracle or the angel card, I'm gonna go into the dark reading. Let's go into the dark reading first. And then we want to end on a positive note. That's what we want to do. Okay. All right, so I am going to pull out two of these cards here. These are the dark cards, so they're revelation cards. That's going to get to the gist of the matter. All right, so we got one, and I'm focused on this one. All right. So I think this right here is in relation to negative energy. I do believe that negative energy is trying to get you to um is trying to counter to assassinate, like putting you in situations of circumstances. As I mentioned that I felt as though you was set up to make it you to appear to be something that you're not. That's what it lets me know. this dark energy that is around this situation. Now, the next card I have here, I have the Wheel of Fortune card. Wheel of Fortune. I really do not believe in this instance that it has anything to do with the things that I just mentioned: money, um, power, aesthetics, vanity. It has nothing to do with that. It's just mischievous, demonic energy, is what I feel it is. And you'll oftentimes find that those energies exist for a purpose to transition you away from this space. It's the fight to the fittest. Um, let's proceed to the next card. Mockery, it just mentions to me mockery, mockery, mockery. We have the cold moon, very cold and callous. 37, reach out. Reach out. You will know what the significance of that is. Reach out. The cold moon, very cold and callous. Calculating, even. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to pull out. Something tells me it's two demons over this situation. It's two demonic spirits over this situation. And we're going to proceed. All right. I'm going to say I pull this one. And I'm going to get this one. It's two demons over this situation. Two negative spaces, two demonic energies that are over this situation. That's what it lets me know. I have the Emperor. It comes up again. That's your confirmation that it's coming from. Um, it's coming from where? It's coming from where you were. I don't know. Something lets me know that it's not. It's somebody in the past. Is what it lets me know. Somebody in the past perpetuated this curse or this negative energy towards you. Someone from the past, and I know that from a. This is an inner knowing. Again, because I get the Emperor card, it says Baal, Baal. Controls the weather, rain, and lightning, cures and causes pestilence. So let's go to pestilence. What exactly is pestilence? Pestilence. Let's read that. And we're going to go. Pestilence. A fatal epidemic disease, especially bubonic plague. Well, of course, we're not going to say, well, you do have the bubonic plague that exists even to now, right? But I think in relation to this reading, causes things to work unfavorably for you. Now it says, if you use pestilence in a sentence, it says neither prayers nor demonstrations halted the advance of the pestilence. So it doesn't only mean disease. There are other meanings behind pestilence as well. Disaster. That's what it lets me know. If you're able to view in, let me see, let me pull up my, if you're able to view. All right. The next card I have here, it says the Nine of Pentacles. Amadeus. So let's read what the Nine of Pentacles mentions here. Luxury, self-sufficiency, financial gain, solo pleasures. So somebody somehow felt as though that you were selfish or even spoiled. And they start to get you back to set you up, is what it lets me know. And you got energies out here, they would take it out, they would make an issue that's not theirs, their issue, and set out to destroy you ultimately. So you got to be very careful as to what energy spaces that are out there. You really do. So it says causes any manner of music to be played, causes trees to bend at will, brings excellent familiars. Right? So who do you know who would profess some things such as this? Who has told of things to speak a curse upon you? Because I think that someone has spoke a curse upon you, and as a result, um, some unfavorable things transpired, is what I feel. Somebody was revered in such a high regard and a high respect. So let me tell you, I do believe that um, it was a hex, is what I feel. That's what it lets me know. It was a hex. Now, how would you get rid of a hex? I've done a podcast episode on hexes and jinxes and curses. Now, if it's a curse, hey, there's nothing I can do with that because I'm not qualified to deal with curses. Some things are just is, right? Or karma. You know, we all going to face our karma whether we do right or wrong. That's just life. But a hex or a jinx is something that's you allow to manifest. And so you have to be on your A game when you know pitfalls are set out there to get you to fall down, if that makes sense to anybody. So, in essence, in saying that, the next full moon we're going to pull up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out my Moonology cards. And this right here is going to give me, hopefully, a synopsis as to who this applies to. Okay, so new moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. So whoever is a Leo, this could very well be a sign to you, right? When is the next full moon? The next full moon will be Tuesday, September the 17th, is what it mentions here. Now, what is the significance of the Leo? The Leos typically are vivacious, brave, protective, controlling, stubborn, and vain. Rules the fifth house of pleasure. So I'm going to say to this Leo, I feel as though it's a Leo woman. And I'm also going to say that let's pull up my zodiac so we can get the significance of Leo, the time frame of Leos. All right, so Leos, as we know, is the lion. And I want to stress to you that the devil is a liar, right? July 23rd through August the 22nd. That is the significance of the lion. What you're going to do, Leos, is on the next full moon, which is September the 17th, you're going to get you a candle, a white candle. Now, whether if something indicates rosemary, get you a white candle and some rosemary. Set that candle out. It mentions that it's going to be about 10:34 where this full moon is going to be prevalent. I don't know if this based on where this is located or what have you. And say you a prayer to move that energy away, that negative energy away, or what have you, and see what things work favorably for you. It will. All right, so something lets me know there's some significance in the angel cards. So let's see what source wants me to convey to you regarding the angel card. Oh my gosh, I had a couple of them fall down. So maybe maybe I need to pull out through all three of these. So the first one is Life's Review. Archangel Jeremiah, take an inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. I think the significance of this is there. I don't want you to feel paranoid. Oh my gosh, let me go back in time and see. Yes, she did this. She told me that she didn't do that. No, take an inventory of your life that is favorable. We're not going to focus on the negative because we all will have to face our karma in this life experience, right? Um, but we want to remove that negative energy away. The next one I have here is comfort. Archangel Azrael, I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. So we want to bring solace and comfort to you so you are able to heal and move past this negative energy. The next one I have here is crystal clear intentions. Archangel Michael, be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. I feel as though it's going to be a little bit of fuzziness, uncloudedness. That's what it lets me know, but things will see through. Now let's get your healing oracle, and we're going to go ahead. We're going to bring this to a close. Again, my this podcast and YouTube is for entertainment purposes. So if you're wanting to read it, you're more than welcome to comment below, and we can proceed. I do have a Patreon set up. There are 3 tiers, and let me pull up my Patreon. Just a moment. So if you go on my Patreon, which is on patreon.com/spiritual sense, I typically do the recorded readings on Sundays, uh, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. So I have the 3 tiers, and give me just a moment. All right, so we have 3 different tiers. I have the $5 a month tier, which you get 1 reading, which is a love, past life, or chakra reading. That's $5 a month with 1 reading per month. The next tier, which is the highlighted tier, as it has indicated here, is the astrological elemental reading. This is your zodiac sign reading. That's $10 a month. You get 1 of those per week. The next tier I have is the 3-card spread, which is past, present, future, or a 6-card Celtic cross or a 10-card Celtic cross. That's $10 a month. You get 1 per month for those. Okay. Again, that is on patreon.com/spiritual sense. So let's proceed with the healing oracle. So we want to send angels around you. Pray that you are shielded. I don't want you to feel paranoid at all. Okay, because you have those negative energies that will present themselves. Sometimes I found that even when I pray, it seems like it enhanced that negativity. So by way of performing things such as candle burning and things of that nature, it will help to diffuse that energy, right? Particularly if you are not in agreement with a lot of divinity or um, belief systems. It may not work. All right, so we have the divine fruit. It says, as I work to improve and free myself, I strengthen my foundations. My intellect is light, my heart is warmth, and my soul is strength. I am nurtured by the divine sun. The fruit I bear reflects my inner light. So you want to be of encouraging to yourself, to others, and you want to move whatever negative energy away from your space. So again, to the Leos out there, on the next full moon, which is September the 17th, light you a white candle, get you some rosemary. Either you can light those, burn the rosemary as well. Rosemary is very good in terms of spiritual revelation and things of that nature. It really is. And that way you can move that negative energy away from your space and just simply tell it to go to the light. All right. So I like to thank you for tuning in to this episode of Spiritual Sense. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you're more than welcome to comment below. Until then, have a safe and wonderful day. Good day.